1. Welcome back. Utility Players Podcast, episode 15. Been a couple of days since we talked to the boys, so we figured we'd get on here and give you some more of the good old CONTENT content. I could still spell in quarantine. Thanks for coming. So today we get into some news. Lots of news on sports in the last week or so. We do a couple segments for you. We have a new segment. Stay tuned for that. Our MVP, LVP of the week, and we have actually two new segments. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and then we close things out with another "Would You Rather," like we do every episode. All right, let's say hi to the boys. We'll start with you, Feegs. How are you doing today? Been a couple of days. What's been on your mind, man?
Quarantine needs to end.
We hopefully in Michigan, as we're one of 3 states still with strict restrictions. Is that right? Strict restrictions.
Yeah, there's like 2.
We're gonna
it's
go
like
with
us
that.
in New York and California.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be over. Today's the 17th. What is it? The 28th. So we got 11 more days.
Until she extends it again.
11 more days till I can see females on a regular basis again.
So big.
Is it ever really that regular of a basis?
Yes.
You guys think Big Gretch is going to extend it?
She hates the outside.
No, she's gonna.
Have you seen her six-phase plan? Phases 2 through 5 are the same exact thing, just worded differently.
Yeah, that's how it's gonna be.
No more pandemic.
I'm looking up the Johns Hopkins stats right now.
The coronavirus?
Yeah, it keeps track of how many cases are in each state. But it's not really.
It's been steady. Like every couple of days there's a little bit of a rise, but like it's relatively steady. The problem is it's that weird thing of like
yeah, I just want to see where Michigan falls amongst the other states, because we were second like at the beginning of it. Now we're like way down there. We're like 10 or something now.
So I went up north for this week, most of the weekend, and absolutely like none of the like shops like on the way up. Probably once we passed Lansing, like all the stops and like the restaurants we went to, like we stopped in one of the little towns by us and like got like Dairy Queen. No one's wearing masks. Like they're all treating it extremely.
Well, if you look at it, like 50% of the cases are in Wayne County, and then like the 25% are in Oakland, and that's just spread out after that.
It's all Metro Detroit, because up there in that entire county, granted, there's like no people there. They have had like 4 cases.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting because we're just so Wayne County. Easton can't relate. What even is East Lansing? What county is that?
Binghamton.
Yeah, I knew that. I was thinking Calhoun, but that was Albion. All right, let's get into some news.
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, yeah, shit. Our third and final member of the gang, Easton. What's going on, dude? How's East Lansing?
Good.
Okay, moving on. USC football season is in danger. I think they were supposed to play Alabama to start the season, correct?
Yeah.
And Alabama, as the governor was it the governor that said it's the SEC director that said SEC football is like for sure gonna happen. I don't know. Like, I'm confused by the news. Like, judged by them not being able to play in September, USC's whole season is in danger by that.
Well, they already shut down all Cal State schools for the entire school year. Like they're not going to ball. And then USC is like a private school, and so is UCLA. But the California governor is like doing basically the same thing Gretchen Whitmer's doing, where he's just like shutting down everything. So like if there's even like a slight spike later on in the year, there's a good chance he just shut everything down. So if they can't play in California, it's not like you can have a college team play out of a different state.
It's good.
Dude, I don't think they're closed for the rest of the year.
They're closed for the fall, which is football.
I'm looking it up, and it's saying nothing about it.
Not USC, Cal State.
Oh, like the actual school of Cal State?
Like the 18 colleges that are Cal State.
Oh.
Okay, USC is a private school, Easton.
I thought you just meant like all like California schools like were
No,
closed.
California
Like
State.
all except for the private ones.
California State schools.
It'll be interesting to me. God, this fucking thing. I feel like I'm at McDonald's taking your guys' orders.
Why are you even wearing it then?
Interesting to
Yeah,
me.
you're the one who put it on.
Yeah, I can't find headphones in here.
Is it even plugged in?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I hear you out of this thing. It's interesting to me, like say USC or say UCLA, say all the California teams in the Pac-12 can't play. Interesting to see like Pac-12 football continue. Like, does it continue? Like, especially USC, UCLA, especially USC. Like, that's a big moneymaker, like TV contract wise for the Pac-12. Like, how does that affect the like? How does the Pac-12 have a championship with only 8 teams instead of 11 or 12?
Well, did you hear what Harbaugh said? Harbaugh said if other schools can't play, that's their loss. We want to play regardless, and it should the season should continue. But I guarantee you, if Michigan, teams in Michigan can't play, Harbaugh's gonna come out and say that's not a real championship because we didn't get to play for it. I think that's
gonna go
happening
9
with
and 3
every
anyways.
school.
So
Harbaugh has no right to say anything about a fake.
No, I know, but I'm saying I think that
championship.
Dude, I think it's
schools that don't play, and I think whatever happens, I think that there's always gonna be someone arguing this was an asterisk year.
Yeah.
If you can't play, you can't play.
Dude, I'm looking more at this Cal State stuff. I think it's just literally California State University. That's it.
Yeah, but there's different campuses.
Okay, well, it's not that big.
So U of M,
Or you don't think it's big?
Dude,
I just think it's too early. I'm glad. I missed his email last week. I was happy about it. I just think it's way too early to make a decision.
23 campuses, 400.
what's the biggest one? What's the biggest one?
23 campuses, 484,000 students between the Cal State schools. I would consider that pretty big.
Yeah, are any of them even D1 though?
I don't know, but that's a pretty big system to shut down this early.
Okay, I'm just saying it's not going to affect the Big 12 or not Big 12, Pac-12 unless the rest of them close.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they're shutting down school for 484,000 kids already, there's a decent chance that they're going to pressure USC and UCLA to shutting down.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I didn't really read this news personally or read into it. Is the game canceled already?
No, Bama. I think Bama's talking to TCU about playing that weekend because they're not expecting USC is going to be shut down, but there's a chance, and TCU is supposed to play someone from California too.
Is it supposed to be neutral site or is it at USC?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea, but if they don't have school, I can't see them. If there's schools, I can't see them playing a football season. If they already can't school for 23 campuses, within that one system, I would imagine they're going to start trying to shut down more California schools.
It's supposed to be at Alabama.
Thank you. It's even worse because they have to travel and then come back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised since all those Cal State schools are already shut down, I wouldn't be surprised if more California schools get shut down.
Yeah, no, I just had to process what you said for a second. Moving on with the news. Fauci, this is earlier in the week, but yeah. Fauci says school shouldn't happen until there's an actual cure. Obviously, previously it was all about flattening the curve. I have never heard so much talk about a curve since I watched a movie about I don't know, models. I don't know what movie I've ever seen about models. So I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about at this point. But to make a point, it was supposed to be about flattening this damn bell curve, and at this point, it's flattening or pretty close to flattening, and we're here. It's kind of what I wanted to say a couple minutes ago. We're here, but now all these officials are saying, well, we did so good in quarantine, why not keep quarantine going and save even more lives? Where to me, it's becoming just too political. It's becoming too political to a point where I don't even trust Fauci to a certain extent. I don't know.
Yeah. Depends how long we have to wait for. If they said the cure's gonna take 12 to 18 months. If we have to live inside for 18 months, that's just that's too long, I think, to be hiding. I think at some point you got to face it.
I genuinely think The one thing they do need to do a better job of is they need to get testing. They need to get more testing out there. They need
I
to
agree, but I also think
even if it's just for antibodies.
Yeah, but like if you think about the only problem I have with testing is that they could test all three of us right now, and then I could go outside and come back inside, and all of a sudden I have coronavirus. Like testing,
Yeah.
like that's like why I don't understand why they're putting so much stock into testing. It's like you can get it at any moment. You get it tested, and then the person testing you gives it to you, and no one like ever actually knows like what's going on.
That's why you should. You need some kind of test, and where it should go to a point where employers can have to say you can't fire someone who is at a health risk, who has an underlying health issue that is causing them to like be susceptible to the disease.
Yeah, I want to say
fire someone like that.
I think
somewhere
in Europe did that. Where like if you're sick, like they can't fire you, but you have to try to like find a new, basically like an unemployment type of thing, but like a severance where like you have like a certain amount of time to find a new job, and then you get no more money. You get like
Sweden. Yeah. Sweden did nothing for it.
Sense.
I think Germany did that as well, but Germany is like way ahead of they're doing a much better job of testing, and apparently they're months ahead of us on the cure.
No, I think the dumbest thing about the schools going back, because I read an article today, and some mom was talking to her to like the paper about her kid going to some school, and she was like, I don't feel comfortable with him living in the same room as a roommate, because she said like everything was fine. She goes, I don't think it's safe for him to be sleeping and wake up and be that close to somebody. In my head, I was like, if he's in a dorm and he goes like the bathroom, he's gonna walk out in public and share a bathroom with everyone. What's the difference there?
I think to talk to schools going back, the biggest problem is dorms.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think they're saying no roommates, but then if you have no roommates, are you expecting all freshmen just to not talk to anyone while they're on campus?
And how does that even work? How do you fit that? How do you fit that many kids in dorms? I don't think if every single freshman got their own room, I don't think Michigan State could hold that many people.
Well, I think State's idea was like the hybrid thing. I think it was supposed to be like in-person classes for like labs and like classes that have to be in person.
Yeah.
And then most people have, your gen eds and stuff could be online the whole time. So I wouldn't be surprised if their plan is to kind of make it so that freshmen don't really have to be. Then if they don't do that, they're losing a lot of money on stuff.
On dorms, yeah.
It's
dorms
kind of
and meal plans. All I know is that I just want to be tailgating come September or whatever. Second.
Yeah. I want to be in a large social gathering shaking everyone's hand.
Yeah. Honestly, May 29th, I'm going to go for a walk and shake everybody's hand. Or I'm going to go to Kroger I'm just going to go to Kroger.
Kroger Burglarmeister's going to come out.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Kroger and just start or just touch every single thing in there and then leave without buying anything.
That's also, I feel like that's the problem with masks. They don't do much because you go in there, you pick up a piece of meat, you don't like it, you put it back down. Someone goes in there, picks it back up. Someone touches the doorknob walking in.
Dude, that's what I said.
You're touching cash if you're giving it to the cashier.
That's what I said. Mask.
And then you go home, you take your mask off, and you just touch your face again.
Masks,
with your dirty hands. Yeah.
If you have gloves, you can grab something, take your glove off, scratch your face with a bare hand, put your glove back on. You didn't come in contact with anything.
I agree.
Dude, if you have your glove and you touch your phone, you're going to touch your phone later, and then you're just going to be infected again.
Yeah, but you can take your glove off as a thing. A mask, you take it off, you touch your face, that's bad. Because your glove, your hands touch things. If you take gloves off and you just slide it off, grab something and slide it back on, you're not coming in contact with anything. I think the one person I saw in the news wants people to start wearing masks, gloves, and eyewear, wear safety goggles, basically.
Yeah, did you see the NBC guy? The NBC guy that claims he got it through his eyes. I watched it. I watched his little segment on NBC Nightly. It was sometime this past week, and I actually thought wow, you were the biggest idiot ever. He
tested negative 4 times.
The airline. Yeah, he wants to sue the airline because they weren't socially distanced. When basically the airline A didn't force him to go on that flight, and B, it was all health first responders, health people that were being sent there.
No, here's the thing about the airlines that I think might be the dumbest thing. People are getting mad. I can't believe my flight's so full. If they made empty flights, who's to say they're not one of the people kicked off? And then if they get kicked off, they're well, they didn't let me fly home to see my grandma or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
There's always going to be there's always going to be both sides of the argument. That's
if you want to have half full planes, then just step off the plane and get on the next one. But like people won't do that. Like people still go on those planes and fly home. All they have to do is say, I want a different ticket. I'm not going on there. It's too packed. Like,
yeah.
people are like complaining about stuff that there isn't really any need to complain about.
And that's our coronavirus. Actually, we're going to talk about more. Actually, we're going to get into even more coronavirus stuff. So NBA players,
All Corona.
the gyms to work out. I think personally, I guess it was just the NBA and the NHL that were are in limbo with their finishing their seasons. I think the NBA is much more likely to return. Obviously, going back to gyms, I think it's states that are like also loosening up restrictions, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone get anything on this?
It's a good thing the Pistons suck because they wouldn't be allowed to go to their facility yet. But I mean, they suck, so it doesn't really matter.
I think, yeah. All right. So let's get into the last news. I have something to say about it. The MLB obviously is having this crazy proposal of a plan. They don't want you to spit, no high five. You're basically going to live in like a hotel, California type deal.
Sit in the stands, not in the dugout.
Sit in the stands. Return. What was it? July 4th after the 4th of July.
Yeah, July 4th, like start the season.
So it kind of stems. So I like the Blake Snell stuff. So Blake Snell says he won't take. This is what I have a problem with. So Blake Snell says he has to be paid 100% of his salary. He won't play, or it isn't worth it. And then I don't know if you saw what Mark Teixeira tweeted.
No, I didn't.
Wow, I can't even say his name. Mark Teixeira took like the owner side and saying like, oh, you wouldn't play for all these millions of dollars kind of thing. Like it's so ignorant for someone with $200 million to say that and take the owner side, and B, like really like how, like you were a player. Like I don't understand how a person can sit there. If you're on the owner's side of this argument, you are saying they agreed on already taking a pay cut for the year, right? And now the owners, the billionaire owner, I don't care if the players are millionaires because a lot of them are. The majority of them, especially minor league, are not. They're millionaires, but the owners are multi-billionaires in some cases, okay? And they're asking you again, after you have agreed on a pay cut, they're asking you to take another pay cut in order to risk your health. Like go out there and risk your health for essentially their entertainment because the billionaires are losing money. They say, hey, we're going to lose money, so you should take less than we even agreed on to play a shortened season. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I think the owners, it's a fallacy that I don't understand how any person in their right mind could take an owner's side and saying like, do I really want Mike Trout to go out there and risk like his life just so I can watch him play 58 games this season and to like make a quarter of what he was supposed to make? No. It's not going to be the kind of baseball we even want. No matter what goes on this year, there's going to be an asterisk with it. So who cares? Who cares if they want them to take another pay cut? Then there shouldn't be a season, and players have every right, in my opinion, to be like and say, hey, I'm not going to play because a billionaire is saying he's losing money, but he's not really saying how or where or why he's losing the money.
I'm on the owner's side.
Really?
I think it's dumb that they won't show the books because they do like a prorated contract, like because all they're getting is TV revenue. No other money's coming in, no concessions, no anything.
Yeah.
So if they don't do 50-50, they do the prorated. The players are make 90% of the TV revenue, which means the owners are making 10% revenue but paying out 90% of it, which that's a huge loss. It's the fact that the owners are worth billions, but they don't all have billions. Like it's all like in stocks and stuff, and their shares of the company are probably way down right now. And then also, here's
a bullshit argument. Just because my billionaire owner has his money in stocks, I'm supposed to risk my life and take a pay cut for it?
Okay, but if Blake Snell makes $7 million, that would work out to just under $1 million to play the season. He play how many games? He'd probably play 7 or 8 games this whole year. He's getting over $100,000 per game he starts. And I don't know. I think like for him, it's not important. But you look at someone like a player in the Tigers that's not making that much money compared to him, and all of a
Say
sudden he plays part of
Miners
the
or
season.
Tigers?
Tigers.
Oh.
Like if you got like Nico Goodrum, he's probably making like $600,000. You need like he could use whatever percentage he's gonna end up with. I don't know. I think Blake Snell looks like an idiot here, saying it's not
No.
worth it.
100% disagree. 100%. I don't even know how you can rationalize a billionaire owner asking them to take a pay cut. While the billionaires don't have to risk their life, they're losing money, so the players have to lose money to be the ones to risk their lives when they sign contracts for a certain amount of money.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is if they don't take a pay cut, then next year everyone who's a free agent, they're gonna have way less money like to get.
Then don't play this year.
All right, don't play.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't play. At that
I think it's dumb if they don't play. Because Blake Snell says he's risking his life and it's not worth it to make $900,000. I guarantee you, like the nurses and the doctors in the hospitals, I guarantee you they'd take $900,000 right now.
I do. Okay, that's fair.
I think he looks like an idiot. I think him saying baseball isn't worth it looks dumb when you're like you're getting paid $7 million a year to play a game, and then you get offered almost $1 million, and he goes, "This isn't worth it to me."
But at the same time, the nurse is risking her life to save people. Blake Snell is risking his life for our entertainment. He has to risk his life for our entertainment.
Is he really risking his life though?
Yeah.
Those professional athletes are not people who are in danger of coronavirus.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
They're the people they're in like the best shape in the world.
They're in good shape doesn't mean they don't have like pre-existing issues that we don't know about.
I'm not disagreeing, but they're not in as much danger as like these nurses probably have underlying conditions that are out there.
Yeah, but they.
You're telling me Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, their lives were in danger that entire time? Donovan Mitchell was making TikToks dancing in his room the whole time.
Yeah, because he was asymptomatic. Some people are asymptomatic. Other people can die easily from it.
I don't think MLB players are in as much danger as the human population.
But why should they even be put in a spot of danger for our own entertainment? Just so
I'll give you $900,000.
Put money in Bovada.
Okay. What is the?
I'll give you $900,000 right now to go play baseball. Would you do it?
Nope.
You want to go for $900,000? You want to go do it?
Nope.
Not if I was going to make $3 million a year.
Yeah.
And be safe.
If I was making $3 million to begin with, and I was told to go play play for $900,000 for a shortened season in the middle of a pandemic,
dude. It's a shortened season.
Exactly.
You're not out there for 162 games or $7 million. Blake Snell probably starts 30 games a year. Now he'll probably start maybe 8 games this entire year, and he'll get $1 million.
Okay, but the first baseman's going to play every game. The catcher's going to play every game. The third baseman's going to play every game.
So, all right,
all these guys are playing every game. You're throwing around a ball that the pitcher's sweating with, and you're tossing it around to your entire team.
If I offered you $900,000, you wouldn't go play 8 baseball games.
If I was making triple that to begin with, probably not.
Yeah.
What happens if you're a rookie who's making $500,000 and now you're going to get $60,000? You don't have that much money left.
Exactly.
Some of those guys
want $500,000.
So you'd rather have 0 instead of getting $90,000.
I don't know. I think you're placing too much value on the money of it. Like putting their.
I'm not disagreeing, but I'm saying they're getting paid a ton of money to play baseball, and those guys are in the best shape out of most people in the world. Like those people
doesn't mean they're immune.
So why can't I see the books then? Because this money that this pay cut they're taking is not going to like a greater good. It's going for our entertainment. It's going to the billionaire owners.
No, I'm not. The owner
shows why they're losing money.
I should agree they should show the books, but the thing is, the way the prorated contract, they would be giving 89% of the TV revenue to the players, which means the owners would basically be paying them out of their own pocket for nothing. Like just paying them to play baseball, 89%. Like the thing is, it's not even a prorated contract. Blake Snell said he wouldn't play for a prorated contract. He said he's only paying to get full price. So he goes from making $7 million for 30 starts to $7 million for 8 starts. If you were owning a baseball team, would you do that?
No. Okay, so Blake Snell, the 100% part is a stretch because I think they agreed on a price, and like that's fair. Like it's obviously unforeseen circumstances, but to then come back and say we need more of a cut, we need you to take less after that, then that's when I have a problem.
Oh, if I was an MLB owner right now, I would say if you don't want to play, don't play. I guarantee you can fill out a team of minor leaguers right now that would go out there and risk coronavirus, play baseball for $7,000.
Yeah, because they're not making shit otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Blake
you're
Snell,
losing money as an owner. Who
Blake
would
Snell's
watch
fine
that?
right now. Mike Trout's fine. Bryce Harper's fine. You're telling me that Nico?
Yeah, they're fine because they're at home quarantining. But when you put them at risk with 30 other guys on the field, like
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying cash wise, those guys are fine. I guarantee you got like Nico Goodrum. You got
Nico Goodrum is a terrible example.
Why?
Player on the Tigers.
Okay, but how much money does he make? You name any
Goodrum
MLB player.
contract.
I think he makes enough to get past this 1 year without baseball.
I'm not disagreeing, but I guarantee you he would like to play right now, and Blake Snell doesn't want to play.
He makes a little under $700,000.
So see, someone like him, I guarantee you he'd prefer to play because his career is not going to be as long as Blake Snell's. He's not going to make as much money. He could use.
You don't know that?
What?
I said you don't know that.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
I'm joking. But I mean, best case scenario that comes out of this is waste 2-3 hours of each of our days, and they get a shortened paycheck.
Exactly.
Yeah, Blake Snell's getting $1 million.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go out there right now for $1 million.
Nope.
Dude, I mean, I'm sure if all of us were sitting here right now and asked to go out and play baseball for $1 million, we would because our net income's about $4,000 per year.
If that. Yeah, but yeah.
I would go out there for $1 million. I guarantee you, most MLB players.
Yeah, if I make $4,000 a year, I'm going to go out there for $1 million.
I guarantee you, most players in the Tampa Bay Rays go out there for $1 million.
Yeah, but it's
not $1 million for each.
Players.
Each of them are getting.
You're
No,
talking-
I'm saying Blake Snell saying it's not worth it is just dumb. I guarantee you, 24 out of 25 of his teammates probably wouldn't mind having an extra $1 million.
Okay, say you play baseball right now and you make $4,000 a year. Would you go out and play baseball right now for $1,500?
Yeah, it's $1,500.
No.
You are the most. Never mind. I'm not gonna say. I can't say this recording.
You're telling me. Never mind. It's not even.
All right, let's take a final vote. Team owners.
What?
Who's on team owners?
I'm not a team.
Good guys.
I think Blake Snell.
Let's go!
Nick lost.
Suck it! You lost! Dude, why don't you come up with something relevant to say?
Easton, you said like 4 words this whole podcast. You came in 10 to talk.
No, he didn't.
Don't turn this on me.
Yeah,
He's mad because you lost.
He's finally getting shit on, and he's trying to toss.
Yeah, he can't handle the heat.
He immediately. That's why he doesn't get shit on, is because he's good at tossing it immediately. He's good at tossing it to someone else. He's good on the fly like that. I
can't take the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Good try. All right, let's do comparison.
I'm just gonna get shit on.
New
this
segment.
is where we start. I get shit on.
Comparison is a new segment. I actually say we're gonna do 4 today. I say we do all 32 quarterbacks for an episode, and then we'll switch to something else. It's just an ongoing segment for a couple episodes. I don't know. We can decide later. But we are gonna do so. We're gonna compare quarterbacks to a food. Today, we're gonna do Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Tom Brady.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And Easton's going to give us Ryan Fitzpatrick. Oh, I got a good one for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I like it.
We'll do Ryan Fitzpatrick. All right. Let's start with Aaron Rodgers. Nick? What is Aaron
Big
Rodgers?
contenders.
Explanation.
He's just old, reliable.
I like it. Easton. What's Aaron Rodgers?
He's never heard of him.
I don't know. Mac and cheese, all reliable.
So soft. Let's let Easton go first in the next
Didn't
round.
have anything.
I'm gonna say sweet potato fries. Hear me out. Sweet potato fries are a popular, solid option. But to me, they're a lesser to French fries. Who is French fries? Someone with a Super Bowl championship.
But
Which Aaron
Rodgers has
Rodgers
one.
does not have.
Yeah, he does.
Always going to be in the shadow.
He
He's
does
got a
have
Super Bowl championship. He literally has one.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
has one.
doesn't.
He
Yeah,
literally
he's
has
like-
one.
Aaron Rodgers is a Super Bowl?
Yeah, dude, they won it
When?
like 10 years
2011
ago. Yeah.
or 2012 or something like that. We won it in Dallas.
2010. Wait. Yeah. Over Pittsburgh Steelers.
In Dallas.
Fuck.
Super Bowl MVP.
Someone with
So is he French fries now?
yeah, he's French fries then.
But he's like soggy French fries. He's not
Yeah,
crispy French fries.
he's soggy French fries. All right,
I still
Lamar
liked it,
Jackson.
Connor. I still liked it.
Lamar Jackson.
Dude, those are the first two I didn't have anything.
Yeah, let's
All
hear
right,
Easton
I'll
first.
I'll start.
Dude, shut up, Nick. You just want to be mean because you got roasted on the MLB thing.
No, you had like 6 days to get a person ready.
Hey, well, it's a stupid segment.
I
Yeah,
like
you
it.
can skip the rest.
Lamar Jackson is chocolate, and I have an explanation, and it's not what you think. It's because he not only is a chocolate bar reliable, like Lamar Jackson has been his first year and a half as a starter, but a chocolate bar is one of the sweetest candies. It is the epitome of sweet. When you think of a sweet or sour combination, you're trying to get between sweet and sour, and you want something sweet, you go to chocolate. What is sweet? Sweet is when Lamar Jackson runs over two people, does a spin move, and scores his fourth touchdown of the game. Lamar Jackson is sweet like a chocolate bar.
Okay.
I said he was a Doritos Locos Taco because he runs right through you.
You could have just gone Taco Bell in general.
I was going to, but I actually wrote down Taco Bell, but I thought Doritos Locos Taco was more of a food.
We should have done. I feel like I like the food, but I feel like we could have done like fast food franchises as quarterbacks.
Yeah, but there's not. I couldn't tell you 32 fast food franchises.
What?
Go. What's
Okay.
Lamar Jackson?
I said spaghetti because he's smooth, he's slick, he's flexible. Put a little sauce with him. He's saucy.
Oh, you recovered the slick. I was like, why is pasta slick? Why is spaghetti?
Spaghetti slides right down your throat, and he'll slide right through the defense.
Ooh,
Oh, I thought that was going a different way for a second.
slide right down your. Tom Brady,
Aged bourbon gets better with time.
dude, I hate you so much. Tom Brady is a glass of wine. They better as they age. Those grapes, they gotta
I
get
just took my
picked.
answer.
Like he was picked in the 6th round, and then those grapes get fermented and they go into a barrel of wine where they go for years.
All right, I'm
That
gonna
is
change
Tom
my.
Brady in New England. He's fermented into the goat of all time. Tom Brady is aged wine, fine wine.
I'm gonna go with.
I said filet mignon because it's expensive, but it's worth it.
I could think of a lot of things that are expensive but worth it.
Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you could think of a lot of things.
Well, I can. I just can't name them on the podcast.
Yeah, I said aged bourbon to begin with, but then Connor said fine wine, which I kind of stole from him. I'm gonna go cheeseburger because it always satisfies you.
Did you just compare the greatest NFL quarterback of all time to a cheeseburger?
Yeah, it goes good no matter
No,
where
his
you're at, what time of
explanation
day.
was fine, but
Hey,
cheeseburger.
lunch or dinner, it's good. It's satisfying. You can never go wrong with a good cheeseburger.
Okay.
Easton, what do you think Mahomes is?
Broccoli, because he looks like broccoli with his hair, and he's a good fit. He's a good side for every team. He's healthy, good player.
You think he's a side?
I forgot what was it.
He's a compliment.
You don't think he's a main entree? You don't think he's the best quarterback in the NFL?
No, I don't think he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Wow.
Who's better?
Don't worry about it.
What's the main dish?
I think Deshaun Watson's better.
He, mm.
Dude,
Wow.
put
Wow,
Deshaun
we might have to
Watson.
cancel. You might get kicked out the podcast.
Dude, no. Don't even give me that stuff. Put Deshaun Watson with Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and whoever
Okay,
else
put
they have.
Patrick
Dude.
Mahomes.
And he's
Put
winning a Super
Patrick.
Bowl as well.
Put Patrick Mahomes and DeAndre Hopkins in a 24 first
Exactly.
quarter, and I guarantee you, they don't lose by 30.
Deshaun Watson had before they traded DeAndre this year, had arguably one of the best receiving corps in the NFL as well.
No defense.
Dude,
Neither do the Chiefs. The Chiefs are very middle of the pack.
name the Chiefs wide receivers
Dude, I'm not getting into this.
because you're wrong.
Dude, I'm not.
All I said
getting
was
into
Mahomes
this.
was broccoli because he looks like it with his hair. Okay.
Is Stafford a main entree?
To the Lions, yeah.
Mahomes is a New York strip steak because not only is he sizzling with the sidearm passes, but he also is very, very juicy. Like when I think of him playing, his game just has that juice to it. Wow. That was the cringiest thing I've ever said in my life. But Mahomes is a New York strip steak.
I said Mahomes is like a chicken parmesan. Your first bite of chicken parmesan is pretty good, and you just kind of always like it right from the get-go. And I feel like it's pretty universally beloved food. Apparently, Easton hates chicken parmesan, and he thinks it's more of a side dish.
You actually hate
That's like
chicken
the
parm?
dumbest thing you ever said.
Yeah, I wasn't a
You
huge
compared
fan
him
of the
to
chicken parm.
broccoli.
Yeah, it looks like
Broccoli,
Have you ever seen
broccoli was a
picture of
better
him?
comparison than chicken parm.
The best NFL quarterback is a side dish.
Yeah, that's where you kind of went wrong there.
But that's like a big.
Who else do we have? Oh, Fitzpatrick, Easton, go.
Okay, so I originally didn't know that we were just doing those 4 quarterbacks, but so it just immediately came to my head. I said Ryan Fitzpatrick was a loaf of bread because he looks like a loaf of bread.
I think he's curly fries with like cheese on it. Like got the wild hair and beard going, and he's all over the place like chili cheese fries are. Curly chili cheese fries.
I think he's a mushroom
Why?
because of his hair.
Say
Yep.
something interesting. Say something at least thought provoking, like Easton saying
That's literally what
Deshaun
Easton said
Watson
about
is better
broccoli.
than.
Broccoli because of his hair. That's
Yeah,
literally
that was good.
okay.
Dude, you can't tell me he doesn't look like broccoli.
Yeah, he's curly hair. Broccoli has the curly top. Shall we move on?
Broccoli.
MVP of the week, Nick.
Last Dance.
Yeah. Final episodes today. Don't know what I'm gonna do without sports after this. This has really been like an outlet of sports over 5 weeks, and it's just so sad that in 3 hours it's gonna be over. My MVP is what was my MVP? Oh, my MVP is Blake Snell for being a man and sticking it to the man. Easton, who's your MVP?
European soccer for playing games now.
Are you watching it?
No, well, I watched a little bit of yesterday.
Okay.
But I figured as time goes on and there's still no sports on, we're just gonna start watching a lot more.
LVP, Nick.
I mean, I'm just gonna get yelled at. I said Blake Snell. Saying he needs $7 million playing 7 baseball games, and then you have nurses that
I'm
don't.
I'm not gonna argue with you again. I already won. Don't need to win twice. It's not. My LVP is the weather, because it has rained basically every
Facts. I'm taking that.
And if it would just stop raining, I could start to enjoy my summer.
Yeah.
My quarantine summer. Easton, new segment. Easton's gonna do a Spotify. So we don't really know what's he gonna say. He could sing
I don't really know what I'm
song,
gonna say.
a playlist, a new artist he found, a new song he found, a song.
I'm just gonna take the time here just to give a shout out to kind of a low key artist. I feel like no one really knows him. I feel like people kind of know him because I mentioned him and whatnot.
You're gonna say that French guy.
I'll have people to attest to this, but I'm going Christian French.
The one song you posted on your social media was good, but I have never heard another song by him. So
exactly, because he's low key.
Does he have other music or?
Yeah, he's got hella music.
What style of music? Like,
I would say
why is he underrated, you think?
I just feel like no one knows about him. Like he's got like at least 5 good songs, like really good songs, at least to me. Music that I kind of like. It's not rap. It's kind of like casual, but like it's kind of like upbeat casual. You know,
more of a Bryce Vine type.
Kind of like summer.
Or?
Yeah, Bryce Vine, like summer vibes type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, give Christian French a checkout. You're welcome. No free ads, but we have one for you, Christian French. That's your free ad. All right. Would you rather for today have sports on TV, but the lockdown continues, or no sports, but restrictions are lifted? What does restrictions are lifted mean? What are we saying?
No,
bars open or
stuff.
Oh, okay. So like relatively back to normal.
Yeah, like maybe not like full capacity, but like you can go places.
I would rather have restrictions lifted.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about everything back to normal but no sports, or sports but still locked down?
It's pretty much the same exact thing.
You just repeated
No, you said like half capacity.
Okay, well then, if everyone voted for half capacity, if you make it full capacity, I guarantee you everyone's gonna vote for the same thing.
Yeah.
I only want.
I would take like everything like fall semester. I would take that over having sports and.
That's the same thing we just said.
No, it isn't. You said like half capacity. I don't want to go to a restaurant or a bar and have to sit fucking 2 booths apart from someone.
So you'd rather have sports on then?
Yes, but
Easton can't get.
You just said the wrong answer.
Get a fine young lady to go down on in a Rick's basement. He has to be 2 booths away from a fine young lady they're both feeling each other's vibes, and he has to stand at 2 booths away. He's not going to let that cut it. He needs to be able to go up and sit in her booth with her.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it doesn't change for you because you still don't talk to him. That was a good one, wasn't it?
That was good.
Thank you.
Closing thoughts.
Yeah, but I'm like, I know this isn't the question, but I was just gonna say if everything was like back to normal, like before all this started, and no sports, like I would take that versus sports and being in lockdown.
Would you? Okay, listen to this then. This is gonna kind of be the same. Sports never come back, but you get to have your senior fall. Well, not Easton's, but your senior fall semester. Like completely normal, like a normal senior, like our past 3 have been. But sports never come back. Or sports come back in the fall, but we're online still doing this?
Well, I would take sports in that case because, I mean, that's just short term, I feel like. But like long term, I would
But
take.
you're missing out on probably 3 or 4 of the best months of your life.
Are we saying sports are just canceled for
No,
my
sports are not coming back
ever
ever,
in life?
ever until you're dead. They come back the day you die.
Yeah, I would have
The
to.
second that
I would have
like
to
that
take sports in that
ventilator
case.
goes,
I would have
the MLB
taken
says let's
sports
play.
in that case.
You're taking sports?
In that case, yes.
Okay. Nick?
Sports. If it's gonna be the rest of my life with no sports, I mean,
Yeah, dude. Once you get past like 30, like all you got is sports. But like right now, like this is like the best years of our lives.
So why are you taking sports then?
I'm confused.
You're not going to get the best year of your life.
I'm saying this upcoming year, like say this whole entire school year, it's online classes with sports, or it's everything back to normal with no sports for an entire year, and that's it. In that scenario, I am taking everything back to normal with no sports.
Okay. I probably would too.
Yes. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay. Anyone have any closing thoughts before we wrap this episode up?
Now, Nick's
All right.
gone quiet.
what?
Nick's gone
I'm pulling
quiet.
an Easton. I'm just not gonna talk.
Why? Because you lost in the MLB debate.
Every time Easton ends up with 2 guys on this starting 5, he sits there quietly the rest of the episode.
No, I don't.
Peace out, guys.